Hey guys! So here we are, driving through Texas. First time in this state. Considering how long this state is, once you get past San Antonio, it's not bad. But that whole eastern side of Texas, pretty much east of San Antonio, could just, just like right off, ain't it? Like, my God. Oh, hi, Cat. Cat saying hi. Don't know if you guys hear that. But, so, yeah, he's probably mad because I woke him up. But no, so, I came through Louisiana, back in Mississippi, because I picked up my, let's start that over. I had a load that I unloaded in Baton Rouge. Then my next load was out of Gulfport, Mississippi, which was 2 hours away. But it took me 5 hours to get unloaded, so I ended up sleeping like 20 minutes outside Baton Rouge. It was like 4 a.m. at this point, and I've been up since like 9 a.m. So I was exhausted. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to the yard and then go to sleep, and then Jed just went out the fucking window as soon as I got moving again. Come on, Cat. Come on. I'm trying to get up on my lap so you hold and relax. But this load is, I'm assuming it's like Gatorade and Dr. Pepper or some other soft drink soda, because I saw Dr. Pepper and Gatorade in the bill. But it's about 43,000 pounds. We're pretty loaded. My truck needs an alignment though pretty bad, so it's kind of why I sway a little bit back and forth. I just try my best to keep it, on one side or the other of the lane. That's all I can really do until I get my alignment, which is coming up in the next couple days. But back to my story. So we get to Louisiana. Alright drivers for the most part. Alright, seen better, but alright. Then I hit that bridge going to Texas, like 20 miles long. That was kind of cool. Then I go into Texas, and it's pretty, it's a little busy, on that side. This is like, when the hell did this happen? I ended up stopping last night around like 2 a.m., so I don't remember. It had to be like 8, 9 o'clock then. It's a little busy for the time. I thought, I was like, wow, I wasn't expecting this much traffic. It was pretty busy. Then, right outside Houston, about 40 miles outside Houston, the traffic comes to a screeching halt very quickly. I crested a hill, and I was like, instant hazards, because there was a tank behind me, and as soon as I hit my hazards, I started backing off. And this is like a mile away, so I saw the issue a mile out. I just saw traffic just sitting there. I was like, oh boy, I'm heavy too, so I wanted tanker time, because I know he's heavy. I wanted to give him time to get off. I started getting off it, and he backed down, and I started backing down slowly over the course of the mile, trying to let as much people know as possible. It was a really bad wreck. It involved like 5 vehicles. 3 of them went off the road. One was in critical condition, last I heard. It was pretty nasty. People kept driving off the road into the frontage road. But then I lost like an hour and a half there for like 3 miles. That was But then I went through San Antonio. San Antonio's interstates are shit. Like, they're not because they're bad. It's just, who laid them out like that? Like, here we go. Go to this interchange. Now quickly take your 43,000 pound, 43,000 load ass, so 79,000 pounds. Okay, that's what I'm at. 78, high 78, high 79s. Take your fat ass and move over 3 to 4 lanes. 4 lanes, yeah, because there's 3 lanes. Then the 4th lane was the exit lane. 200 feet. Within 200 feet, you need to go across 4 lanes. Who does that? Like, I was like, I'm clearly sitting on I had the turn signal. I'm trying to fork my way over. I wasn't cutting anybody off. And I'm trying to ease my way. Nobody wasn't letting me over, so I'm slowly going over. And I had to now, within 100 feet, I had to go across 3 lanes immediately. Oh, man. Pretty much everything you're taught how to drive the truck, you had to do there. Like, you're not supposed to go diagonal across lanes. Like, that's... Alright, so, San Antonio, yeah, it's not my favorite area. That whole eastern Texas area now. This half, though, this might be in my state. A lot more green, though. I don't get a lot of these green shrubs. But this reminds me of my state a lot. Especially, like, southwest Wyoming. But But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is actually the bad. Like, there's once I got east of, I guess it's like technically west. Once I got west of San Antonio, I think I might have said east before. Yeah, once I got west of San Antonio, traffic kind of like died. It turned into this. I still get passed by everybody because governor 65. A lot of cops out here though. A lot of troopers and sheriffs. Like, kind of a little surprised. We're heading towards El Paso. We'll be going from Tucson up into Phoenix. This load is a hot load. I was never going to be on time though. And then, well, I also lost an hour and a half when I picked it up because the driver just, I don't know if let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he paid trip. He was too lazy and didn't want to get it fixed himself. So unlike me, he pushed his problem he had with the trailer onto me. My right turn signal on the trailer was like non-existent. It just didn't work. Had a blackout bulb, and that'd be the dumbest thing to get shut down over, by DOT. So I lost an hour and a half getting that fixed. And then this is why, if you guys want to know why I don't do very many of these videos where I'm driving and babbling, until I get a new mount, this is why. Like, that one's kind of shitty. But, where was it? Oh yeah, so my dispatch wanted to get, ask me if I can give an update for ETA, because I already told him, like, flat out when they assigned me the load is not making it on time. 1,800 miles. It was like 1760, so 1,800 miles, which is pretty much 3 days. Just pretty much at 65. Yeah, so they gave it to me on Sunday. I picked it up on Monday. Signed to me on Sunday. Picked it up on Monday. It's the only way that was going to happen. And it needed to be in Phoenix in Tuesday. So, today. Or Wednesday at 7 a.m. Which, okay, that was never going to happen. 2.5 days to go, 1,800 miles, never going to happen. I told, before I even picked up the load, I was like, rough estimate 5 to 6 p.m. Wednesday. I was actually pretty spot on. When I shut down for the day, I'll have 420 miles, give or take, which is like 7.5 hours. So say 8 hours. That was pretty much spot on. Because I'll be shutting down at like 10 p.m. Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, I'll be about in maybe 100 miles outside of El Paso. I have like an hour and a half left on my clock, so I mean, no, we're just shutting down in about 2.5 hours. I have 150 miles to go before I shut down. Yeah, I know my windshield's dirty. Bugs. Slight news update though. I will be getting a laptop. It's been ordered in 2 weeks, so it's already been picked out. I plan to start doing some editing so I can start doing hyperlapse and stuff, but most of those videos I want to do, I need to wait till I get my GoPro, which is probably going to be around November or December. I'm going to start staying out longer. The reason why I'm ordering a laptop too is I probably won't go home this winter. The way Wyoming is, especially the truckers out there, they know that Wyoming can shut its roads down for days at a time. I've seen the interstate outside of my town shut down for 5 days. That was just back in March. I've seen I-80 shut down for 4 days. I don't want to go home and get stuck home and lose like a week, pay. Especially, I don't want to go home empty, because also when I go home, they send me home with an empty trailer, usually. And I don't want to go home battling the winds, Because hell, the Wyoming also, the wind is so strong, they'll shut the road down to just trucks. Light, if you're light or high profile, unless you're heavy, they'll shut the roads down. You can't go. I mean, you could, but I mean, if something happens to you, they pull you over, just take it if you're empty. So I figured I'd just buy the laptop, stay out longer. yeah, let's give an update on the cat though. Okay, so he's been out here for about 2 weeks now. First week, yeah, hit and miss. Like the first day, he fucked up my shoulder, he tore it apart. And that was really before I left town, the first 20 minutes in the truck riding. He uses me as comfort, and he wanted to get on top of me and just like kind of like hug my shoulder. But he decided to climb up that with claws all the way dug in, and that's pretty good bruises, like immediately. But other than that, when he was laying on my lap those first 2 days, he was quiet. Or when he finally decided to go lay in the bed, which he does now, he lays in the bed, he'll lay in the chair, the passenger chair, or he'll lay on my lap. And that's the reason why you heard him earlier in the video is because he was asleep, and I started talking to him, and they were like, what the fuck, dude, you woke me up, how dare you? He's very vocal with personality. But he's definitely my little boy though. But he uses me as a calming effect. So like when he's, a little iffy about things, like he'll get up on my lap and lay down and just start meowing like a motherfucker and won't shut up, and then I'll start getting impatient because I can handle his meowing for a bit because he does it more and more and more. He's like a toddler. And eventually your patience starts wearing thin. You just tell him to shut the fuck up. But I mean, I told the people on my streaming Discord, I was like, as soon as he takes a shit in the litter box, especially on the go, we're good. He did that on day 2. And as soon as that happened, I knew this experiment was gonna work, and that was, was gonna have any issues. But now pretty much for the most part, nothing really freaks him out. Every now and then I'll hit some good road bumps, and he doesn't like it, and he'll start like getting vocal. But other than that, he just kind of just sleeps in the bed, or sleeps under the blanket in the bed, which is, I've always liked him doing that. Especially when I go to sleep, instead of laying on the blanket, he'll go in the blanket underneath the blanket with me, he'll lay next to my legs. Like I said, he's always at this comfort thing. He's got to lay next to me, or he's got to be, always near me. I don't know if I'm ever gonna bring my other cat in here, because this guy, I open the door, he bolts to the bed, which is the greatest thing ever. And even the very few times where it's not a lot of outside noise, like this is usually when truck stops, or the trucks are near traffic. But if I'm at a rest stop or I'm in the middle of nowhere and I open my door, he'll sit there. He won't run to the bed. He'll sit there, look at the door like, okay, I don't want to go out there, but this is new. Like he doesn't care. He doesn't even try to go out. He just sits there and like, the door's open. Definitely not going out there, but that's weird. But then all I gotta do is snap my fingers and and like point at him. He gets it. Like this cat understands the rules. Like I train this cat, I train both my cats, they have rules, they understand them, and they listen. But no, I mean, one of the greatest things about him is like he's very skittish about things, anything besides me. So like I have my window, he's laying on my lap, he bolts. I open the door to like get fuel, whatever, or go to unload or do whatever in the docks, deal with people. He bolts to the bed. Greatest thing ever. Like I had no idea he was gonna do that until he started doing that. Then I don't have to worry about it. Cause yeah, when he's out here, even especially I'm not gonna say I don't get a little nervous with him being up here when he doesn't run to the bed and open the door. I don't want him escaping. Yes, you. But no, I mean, I'm actually enjoying being out here more with him out here. I was missing my cats when I was out here. At least this one. My oldest one is more of your stereotypical cat. This cat's more like a dog. Like when he was younger, he would play fetch. When you knock on the door, he'll growl. And then if I open it, the door opens, he tail tucks and runs to me or goes and hides. So like, yeah, he's more of a dog than a cat. He also beg for human food. So like, he's to the point where he'll wait. Like if I eat a bowl of cereal, he'll wait until I put it down to him to start licking the bowl, which is good. I don't mind that. I don't mind giving him, giving him some, my plate or bowl to clean after I'm done with it. week. No, July 1st. I got hired on July 1st. Sat in a hotel till like the 7th. Then I got sent out to drive in a rental car. They weren't gonna fly me, but I had my stuff in the hotel with me. So I was like, I don't want to leave all my stuff in this hotel. I don't also want to leave it at the terminal because literally everything is going in the truck with me. So they got me a rental car. I drove 2,000 miles from Salt Lake over to I forget where. It was somewhere in Tennessee, like the northeast corner. They paid me $300 to go in the truck, which is my truck. This is the truck I'm in now. So I got like a week and a half start late on my almost 2 weeks. I almost didn't do anything for 2 weeks, and then my camera's still taking. And it's still taking. And yeah, this is why you guys don't get very many of these videos yet. Okay, but can't make it perfect. But so I went out, got the truck. It's got a 2 week late start. I'm actually doing loads. And I got the truck at 99,000 miles, and it is now at 117. It'll be 118,000 tomorrow when I unload. So if you do the math, it's 19,000 miles in 7 weeks. It's not bad. And even like I said, with all the I was misinformed about the reefer on the night flight. I wasn't nothing but nighttime loads. I'm a night driver. Yeah, I'm a night owl, and I've always been like that. And I was getting when they were giving me those ones, I was only getting like 2,400 miles. They couldn't guarantee me the 70 every week. And so I decided to go days. And ever since then, I've been running nonstop. Running on recaps right now. Last week I had like 28. This week, well, I'm on this list. It's starting off already with 1,700. I don't know when they're going to want me to reset. I'm assuming it's probably when I go to Salt Lake to do my alignment. That'd probably be the best time to do it. And then that put me about 24, 25. I'll get my pay raise in about 6 months of the 1 cent. I'm right now making 41 cents a mile. This truck has treated me well. When I get the GoPro, it's gonna probably be on my head for these videos too. So you can see me checking the mirrors because I don't check them every like 6 to 8 seconds like you're supposed to. Because God, that'd be something like 3,000 head turns a day. Like 3,000 mirror checks a day, and my head turns a lot, but I don't really check my blind side mirror much. Oh crap! Cat, are you gonna get crushed? Don't get behind me. I lean forward to fix that, and he just tries to go behind me, and he's like, "Oh crap, you're gonna lean back." But I like how I was. Yeah, not to mention, I try not to do these videos in the bouncy roads because, then I have to focus on trying to keep the camera straight and everything and level because this mount sucks. Like, I am not in, like, I wish there was like a lock to swivel because then it'd be great. Because the magnet's not the issue, it's the swivel part. But, another story time. Another story. Probably, this is the best one. I am so glad it didn't happen because it would have really hurt somebody. I almost got so I'm going through the Richmond mountains, I guess you can call them, going towards not Richmond, Virginia, going towards like Ruther Glen, going towards Richmond, all that area. I'm going southbound. I forget it's like 95, 85, something in that range. I forget exactly. That's when I was going towards Baton Rouge. I haven't learned all the interstates yet. I don't have them down in my head yet. I got a good chunk of them. There's only very select few. But I'm going down there. And I start descending down this, about like a 6% grade. I'm 40,000 pounds. I'm about 73,000 pounds overall. I start descending. And I have 4.5 seconds front of it. Like, so I'm not, you know, I'm keeping a good distance. Jake's on. Yeah, I try to keep below 70 or below as much as possible, even when going downhill. That's so I can keep my truck in control. So all of a sudden, I haven't seen it yet because it's like I think there was a me, then this car, and then this tanker, and I think the tanker blocked my view for a second. But in the left shoulder, there was an accident, and I didn't see it. I think the tanker or the sun might have hit my eyes. I don't know why I didn't see it. But this car decided, the tanker didn't do anything. The tanker just kept going. The car decided to slam on his brakes though. I'm talking about like from like 70 to 35. Yeah, and there's a truck to my right. It's 40,000 pounds. I was 4.5 seconds behind him at this point. So I started getting on it. Or like, I started getting off it. I started getting on the brakes. Jake's fully on. I'm slamming on the brakes. I'm hitting him hard, trying to get down. You know, gravity's going against me here. I'm not slowing down fast enough. Collision alert beeps 5 times. It was like, at this point, it was like 2 seconds. I'm still trying to get off now. I'm starting to check my mirrors. Well, I started checking my mirrors around 3 second mark, 2.5 seconds. I'm checking my mirrors. I need an escape route in case I can't get off this. This guy's still slowing down. Because my distance thing also tells me the speed. He's still slowing down for no reason. I'm trying to get off it. I realize at this point I'm going about 40, and I'm not gonna be able to slow down and avoid contact. This is under 2 seconds at this point. Granted, this would have been slow speed hit. Luckily, I didn't want to do this, but it's the only option I had because he was still slowing down at this point. I had to ditch it, put it into the left lane where the cop was. Cop was on the left shoulder. I'm laying on the horn the whole time. When I started ditching him, when I realized I couldn't slow down fast enough, and I started ditching my lane, I started laying on the horn to get the cop's attention, make sure he knows he's looking, paying attention, because I'm courteous like that. I used to work around a law enforcement a lot. I understand what they're thinking when they're on the side of the road. So I'm laying on the horn. Also laying on the horn too to tell the car he's a fucking idiot. He had no reason to slow down. The truck in front of him was still going like 60. But and as I passed him, I looked down. I mean, my trailer barely like missed his car as I got over, and I got over pretty quickly. Maybe like 7-8 inches of like trailer missing him. But so I get over and I look down at him, and he puts his hand up like he didn't do nothing wrong. Like he did. I said nothing as big point. He didn't do nothing wrong. The cop looked up and saw it, and he just kept on business, because and then as I got over though, I realized, okay, he was still native slamming the brakes, but I also realized he was rubber-handed. I'm like, okay, that's landed. And so I called my driver manager up, next day, and I was like, because I'm the type of person, I watch videos of car crash videos to see what I could have done if I was in that situation. Could I have spotted it? Could I have avoided that? What if that was me? I always try to make myself a better driver. So what could you have done if you were in their shoes? So I call up my dispatch, and I'm like, hey, I told him the story. Like, collision alert, I had to ditch my lane to avoid this guy because he's slamming on the brakes. He's like, you checked the video? And he's like, well, you got on the brakes 0.8 of a second, which, good reaction time. Once I realized, well, that dude was really slowing down. Because, I'm not going to get on the brakes right away for the first touch of a brakes. Because you don't know. Well, once I realized he was actually getting on his brakes hard, I started getting on him. And he said, your reaction time was good, 0.8 seconds. You couldn't ditch it to the right, you had the truck pretty much right there. And, in front of you obviously was that guy. So the only option was, yeah, to your left. So he said, no, there's nothing you could have done there. But I told my DM that same day. I was like, don't you ever send me back to the Northeast, other than the lack of parking. It sucks. I spent 9 hours in New Jersey. Fucking, I was giving one of my Jersey friends a little hard time about it. I said, your fucking state sucks. Let's see, because where I delivered wasn't even the bad part. It was delivered Dunkin' Donuts at West Hampton, and then picked up our next load of Vineland, or Vineland, whatever. Yeah, so it's not like a bad part of Jersey, but it was like, ugh. The whole Northeast though, it's just too many people, accidents fucking everywhere, nobody can drive. Then whoever, like, then because the old, designs of the roads and shit in that area, like in New Jersey, that area I was in, one lane all day, every day, and they get like maybe 300 feet to a mile pass lane every like 10 minutes. Because, smart road design. Yeah, they definitely didn't plan that area very well. But then I got out of that state and I was like, yes, thank you. Don't ever send me back. I'm probably gonna talk to my DM about keeping me Cali to like Wisconsin, a straight down area. That whole like west coast of Wisconsin, Arkansas, Louisiana, that area during the winter. Have me just go on loops in there. I was looking up. My first time to Pennsylvania as a truck, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going here in the winter as much as I can avoid, because who designs interstates like this where they're non-stop rolling hills, curves? Like, no wonder why fucking people keep dying on this road here and crashing. It's because they haul ass, they all tailgate, and I think especially trucks, and this when they get to 300, vehicle pileups. Then again, those can happen anywhere, so, what do I know? I just, all I can do is focus on keeping myself safe, rubber down, and do everything in my power to not hit somebody. Because I always drive with the mindset of, if you need to wreck it, wreck yourself. That's probably a terrible wording, but if you're gonna wreck, don't try to avoid taking others out. Now, if they're doing and they put you in a bad spot where you have no escape, try to minimize collateral damage. I know that's a shitty way of looking at it, but I mean, I always drive with it as an escape route as an option. I always try. It's not always the option, but you can always try. And alright, so I figured that's that video for this